Special episode for you today, folks. We're about 2 months away from TFNation 2018, the UK's premier Transformers convention, and the guys in charge asked me if I could, well, give you the basics. So I'm going to walk you through how it all works, and if this is your first year, hopefully it'll help you navigate the convention. So first off, what is TFNation? TFNation is a fan convention, a celebration of Transformers by fans, for fans, held annually in August. The event itself is unofficial. TFNation isn't affiliated with Hasbro, but it brings fans together with voice actors, artists, writers, and other notable individuals connected to the franchise. It's held in its regular location, the Birmingham Hilton Metropole Hotel, right next to the National Exhibition Centre, and this year runs from Friday the 17th of August to Sunday the 19th. And with many upscale conventions, buying a ticket is just the entry fee. You're often expected to pay additional sums for autographs and photo opportunities, and there may well even be tiered ticket prices that grant you special access to certain guests, but not at TFNation. A ticket to TFNation grants you access to all the guests, and there are no extra fees for autographs or photos. There is one special exception this year, but I'll get to that in a few minutes. So to get tickets, your one-stop shop is tfnation.com. There are 3 options. You can buy single-day tickets for Saturday or for Sunday, or you can purchase a weekend ticket, which grants you access to both days, as well as to Friday's community-focused events and Saturday evening's Club Con. You can't buy a ticket just for Friday. That day is available only to full weekend ticket holders, and the Trader Hall is not open then. There are separate ticket prices for adults, young adults aged 16 to 17, and seniors. Children 15 and younger attend for free, but they must be accompanied by an adult or a senior. After you've booked your tickets, you'll be directed to the Hilton's website to browse any available rooms that they have over the weekend. You don't have to stay at the Hilton, but TFNation has been offered a limited room discount. Now, these discounted rooms go fast, and at the time of recording, they are fully sold out. But the odd night does become available due to cancellation, so it's worth bookmarking the page and checking it from time to time. Side note, the key to checking for rooms is to look at each night separately. Because if even one day in the date range that you enter into the website is sold out, it'll just say that there are no rooms available. So you need to book non-consecutive nights separately. It's a bit fiddly, but it is worth it for the discount. And to fill any gaps, you can book full price rooms. Then, if you have consecutive discounted and non-discounted nights at the venue, give the Hilton a ring before the event and see if they can stitch your bookings together so you don't have to swap rooms. I've done it, it works. If you're not staying at the Hilton, there are many other hotels nearby. Many TFNation attendees favour the nearby Ibis and the Premier Inn, just a few minutes walk away. Check the alternative accommodation map and link on the TFNation website for more information. And as with any holiday travel, make sure you research how you get to the hotel before you arrive. But just remember that whatever accommodation you decide to go with, there are always multiple events going on at the NEC and at the Hilton over the TFNation weekend, so you can't wait too long to book as demand and prices are only going to increase as we get closer to August. So you've got your ticket, you've got your accommodation, you're ready for TFNation, but what are you going to do there and who are you going to see? The convention is centered on the main hall, where you can buy all kinds of Transformers toys and other merchandise from multiple different sellers and meet the special guests. The stage at the front of this room is where the action is. The opening and closing ceremonies, special announcements, and many of the panels are held there. But throughout the weekend, other panels will also be held in smaller side rooms elsewhere in the hotel. Next to the main hall, you'll find both the Forge and the display area. The Forge is TFNation's version of what other conventions would call an artist's alley, where creative fans will be selling their own arts and crafts. The interest in this side of the fandom has exploded in the last few years, and there are a few other Transformers conventions where this creative element is as celebrated as it is at TFNation. As for the display area, information on that is still locked in the TFNation vaults, but expect some very special items to be on show, including fans' own customs and kit bashes. Guests at TFNation 2018 include comic book writers and artists like More Than Meets the Eye and Lost Light writer James Roberts, Lost Light artist Jack Lawrence, Wrecker Saga writer-artist Nick Roach, Optimus Prime artist Kei Zama, IDW colorist John Paul Beauvais, More Than Meets the Eye and Unicron artist Alex Milne, Windblade, Till All Are One and Transformers Prime writer Margaret Scott, Marvel UK and Ladybird Books artist Mike Collins, and artist of the classic Marvel UK Transformers strip Combat Colin Lou Stringer. Also, voice actors from different Transformers series. The voice of Robots in Disguise Megatron Daniel Riordan, voice of Revenge of the Fallen Sideswipe Andre Soliuzo, and the voice of Rescue Bots Chase DC Douglas. Also in attendance is leading Hasbro designer and director Aaron Archer, and the Transformers musical legend behind The Touch and Dare, Stan Bush. The guests will be manning their tables in the main hall throughout Saturday and Sunday, signing autographs and posing for photos, which you'll remember are included in your ticket price. All TFNation asks is you don't bring multiple items to be signed, and just ask nicely for any photos. Many guests will also be selling merchandise of their own, like exclusive prints and scripts and more, and some of the artists usually offer hand-drawn commission pieces too, but they take those requests in advance of the convention, so if you want to buy a one-of-a-kind piece drawn by one of them, keep an eye on their social media. Different activities and entertainment are available on different days, and a full schedule will be posted on the TFNation website ahead of the convention so you can plan accordingly. But here's a couple of key points. Events begin on Friday, but remember, this day is only open to weekend ticket holders. You'll be able to sign in and collect your pass throughout the day, but Friday's activities are primarily fan-driven. The main hall and the forge are not open for trading on Friday. You won't be able to buy toys or meet with the guests on this day. Panels on Friday will be held by members of the fan community, including some you might know from YouTube, talking about various aspects of the hobby. Guys like Jim Sorensen, Thew Adams, me, and others. In the early evening, the Matrix test quiz will be held in the main hall, and that's hosted by me too, and I don't go easy on you, along with some more panels and screenings of Transformers media. Saturday is when the convention hits full speed. The dealer room and the forge open at 9:30 for weekend ticket holders and 10 for Saturday ticket holders. The guests will be there and panels run in the main hall and the side rooms throughout the day, including guest interviews and more community-driven topics. Things close this year at 4 p.m, then reopen on Sunday morning when they'll run until 5:30 p.m. Separating Saturday and Sunday is the Saturday evening Club Con program, which this year begins at 6 p.m. Club Con is open only to weekend ticket holders. It includes TFNation's famous cosplay contest, more quiz fun, and a script reading that'll see the voice actor guests bring their characters to life in a new comical adventure. Okay, now that brings me back around to that one exception that I mentioned earlier on. There's a special one-time event on the schedule for TFNation 2018 being held after Club Con at 9 p.m. A live concert from Stan Bush. Admission to the concert is the one thing that does carry an extra fee on top of your ticket price, but it's open to both weekend and Saturday-only ticket holders. If you want to attend, you have to book in advance, and you'll see the option to pay for it when you book your tickets on the TFNation website. And as a final note, do remember that times, events, and guests are subject to change due to unforeseen circumstances. Now, to make sure you're properly fueled for all of this, let's wrap things up with an overview of food and drink for the weekend. The Hilton's all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet, including everything from cereals, fresh fruit and pastries to a full fry-up, is the stuff of legends and eagerly anticipated by attendees every year. If you've booked a room in the Hilton using the TFNation discount, this will be included in your room price. Otherwise, check when you book. At certain times throughout the weekend, the Hilton will also be offering portable street food from booths around the convention area. The Hilton's also right next to the International Train Station, the NEC, and the International Airport, which between them have their own eateries and retailers like Subway, Burger King, Frankie & Benny's, Boots, M&S, and a 24-hour spa in the Airport Arrivals Lounge. Favoured for evening meals is the Resorts World complex, just a few minutes walk away from the hotel, with a variety of restaurants including TGI Fridays, Nando's, Pizza Express and others. But just remember, you are going to a convention with a lot of hungry people, so expect queues, crowds and wait times. And of course, the Hilton is a 4-star hotel with its own restaurant and lounge bar. Oh, and outside food is okay, but you have to eat it in your room. You can't have it in public areas like the bar. Oh, and speaking of the bar, that's the other major hub of TFNation outside of the main hall. Because throughout the day, attendees are going to retire there to open up their new purchases and just chat with fellow fans, and it only gets busier in the evening. And hey, if you're not a drinker, don't let that word bar scare you. If all you want is a Coke, nobody is going to look down on you or force alcohol into your hand. Conventions can be pretty big and scary places if you're new and you don't know anyone, but the social aspect of TFNation is one of its most famous. Attendees might be old friends who see each other often, or long-distance members of the fandom for whom the convention is the only chance they have to see each other all year, or complete strangers. We're all here for the same reason, to celebrate Transformers and have a good time, and striking up a conversation is as easy as asking someone what toys they've bought, or what's on their shopping list. And those are the basics on TFNation. If you're joining us in Birmingham this year, I hope this episode's been helpful to you. Go get your tickets, and I'll see you there. Come up and say hi, won't you?